Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at the Infinity Saga Marvel Legends Thor. I should have said Marvel Legends first, right? Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Thor. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are looking at the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Endgame version of Thor. Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame Infinity Saga Thor from Marvel Studios. Made by Hasbro. Warning! So, as usual, we'll take a look at the packaging for all those who collect in packaging or for those who want to look out for this in the wild. There is Thor, there is again my ring light, reflecting on the beautiful window package of the box. You can see all that you will get inside. There's Thor, the two hands, the Mjolnir, Stormbreaker, lightning effects. Looks like we get two of them, but we'll see how it looks like once we get it out of the packaging. Side of the box, we're looking at an amazing artwork with the Avengers logo down there. You'll see a lot of characters. You can just zoom in if you want to take a look at the Infinity Saga. Back of the box, you have the Endgame poster with Thor and a little bit of a bio for those who want that. More attention things, Marvel, Hasbro. Is that the same image? No, it's not the same image. It doesn't look like the same image. Huh, that's cool. Wonder what happens if we put together. We'll see in a bit. On top, it's Thor, so if you're looking for the box, from the top view, you'll know exactly who you're picking up. Unless, of course, the figure has been replaced. Otherwise, there you go, that's the box. Now, I don't usually linger in the box segment of a video, but bring in Iron Man's box. It seems like, yes, it's the same artwork, but I think... Oh, okay, so yeah, it technically is a continuation of the artwork, except it overlaps a little bit. It doesn't overlap exactly, but it's technically, I think, one artwork, so that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. It's not a diorama, it's like a mini diorama, I guess. That's cool. Yep. Anyway, there. Let's get into the figure. Now here we have Thor from Avengers Endgame, but this isn't the look that came in the box from the Infinity War Saga. No, what we want is not just any Thor, but we want Thor, God of Thunder. And really, this is a beautiful figure. Just looking at him right here, he is a wonderful figure. Bring him back. We finally have a Thor to represent that final scene in Endgame. And that is just amazing. Let's take a quick look at the details. Let's remove his accessories first. We'll take a look at that in a bit. The head sculpt is just fantastic. I love the head sculpt. I know a lot of people were using this old head from the Build-A-Figure Thor on the old warrior body, but I'm glad now we have the sort of golden electrified hair with the braids and stuff like that. So yeah, and I think he's supposed to look like he did as he was powering up. So that's why what we get are the powered up eyes, which is just really cool. I do wish we have a Thor with the regular eyes. That way, we can recreate more scenes. But otherwise, it's really cool. You can see he has a scar running down his face. He has the sort of light up paint to make it look like his eyes are lit up around. His beard is very wonderful. He has you can see they painted the tie, the hair tie for his beard. Coming over here, lots of shading. To the back, you have his ponytail or his bun. Whoops. You have his bun going. Very nicely sculpted. And the rest of the body is very nicely sculpted as well. You have his rings right there. Nice black chainmail for his arms. This figure is so simple, yet lots of wonderful things going on. You see there's a little bit of paint missing here in the cape, but it is black and red, and the inside is black, as it should be. And I thought, having it very predominantly black, I thought it'd be kind of a boring figure, but no, it still stands out on its own, especially when you have the powered up weapons right there. You got a golden trim here at the bottom of his armor. It goes all the way around until that belt over there. You got the pants. Again, gold trim around. The gold trim stops at the waist. You can see that the shape actually goes beyond the waist. It's sort of, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, a little bit. Right around here. There's still sculpt that should be painted, but it's not. The paint is only on this leg, which I think might have been like a cost issue. So this is unpainted. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Not the worst deal ever. It's like probably half a centimeter, maybe even less off. But so much detail on the pants. See the knee pads and the boots right there. Very nicely detailed. About the boots, not much, but you know. The back of the front or back of the cape, the inside of the cape. Try to get this in the shot, but it is textured a little bit. So you can see that texture going around the whole cape, which is really nice. Very nice that they did that. They didn't have to, but they did. It's a very nice touch. Now for Thor's accessories, we have 2 sets of lightning. I say 2, I brought out 1. There are 2 sets of lightning right here. And it's really, it's nice, it's okay. It's a little bit flat for my taste. It feels, like when I'm playing around with it, it feels flat. But you know, you can make it work. When he's powering up, you can use that as photography. It also has a little bit of like hole here, which you can use to wind around Mjolnir or Stormbreaker in this case. But it doesn't really stay. Like you really have to finagle it a little bit. You have to wind it around there. The reason why I'm kind of bummed by the flatness of it is because it doesn't really work for Mjolnir as much. I guess it does. For photography, you can make that work. But you can see it's, you know, standing, it's all the way out to the side. And it falls out easily. But it looks nice. I'm glad to have it. You know, it works well with that. I've put it on, you know, I don't have a Storm figure, but it would go well with Storm. Blue Lightning Flash, maybe. Blue Lantern Flash, if you have that. So there's those lightning bolts. You also have his hands. He has the grip hands, which both move up and down, as grip hands should. And his call-out hands. Yep, his call-out hands, which you'll see in the photos as well. So you can recreate that scene. You know, let's do it now. Let's do it right now. So you can recreate that scene where he's calling in Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Speaking of Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, you also get that. Let's take a look at them and compare them to old Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. So you have Mjolnir right here. You have the colored lightning. I think it's a little bit cheesy the way they painted it. I think they could have done a little bit better. Like, it is clear blue, and then they painted a little bit of spray in the middle and with some lightning. You have that common Mjolnir problem. This is the Mjolnir from the Worthy Cap, I believe, mold. So that they had this all the time. Little bit of dot here, but it's not as bad here because it looks like it's part of the lightning. So it's a bit more understandable. I mean, it's a bit more. I can let go of it a little bit more. Bring in the old Mjolnir from the Worthy Cap. You can see that sprue mark is a lot more prominent there. But I do like the solidness of the old Mjolnir. The handles are very different in color, you can see, but it's very same. But it's the exact same mold. But yeah, I think the lightning's a little bit cheesy. What do you guys think? I think it would have benefited if it was just that little silver in the center. Yeah, it looks nice in his hand. So yeah, compared to, it's the exact same mold. You even have the inscriptions, but you can't see it as well on the side and the top. You can kind of see it there. Yeah. So cool. You know, more Mjolnirs. You also have Stormbreaker, which, comparing this to the Build-A-Figure version of Stormbreaker, is the exact same again. But again, darker. This one's darker. The new one's darker as compared to unlike Mjolnir, the new one's darker. So the new one has darker wood than the old one. This was done a little bit better. Again, same blue clear plastic. You can see it right there. And it looks better because they painted the middle silver, so it looks like he's glowing blue from the outside in. I think it could use a little bit more silver, but that can easily be fixed. Although, you know, out of the box, if you don't want to work on it, I wish they did put a little bit more silver. So it's just the edge that's lit up by lightning. So yeah, you'll see it's the exact same mold as this one, but they really up the paint game with this. We can see in the old one, the wood is just all around painted sloppily. And I think that's a common issue. You have silvers all around, but here, the only silver that's painted is the Stormbreaker inside the wood, the Groot arm. You can see everything that should be wood is painted as wood. And that's fantastic. I'm so glad. That's amazing. To me that's amazing. That all these little details. Really great. I mean, if you wanted the Stormbreaker, I think this would be the way to go, and then you can just paint the silver, because it'll be so hard to paint all this silver inside yourself. Much easier to like brush stroke from here. But you know, it does look good. I do like this, the way they executed this, more than I do Mjolnir personally. But there's that. So those are the accessories he comes with. Now let's take a quick look at his articulation. Head's on a double ball joint, so he does look up a little bit. His hair is in the way. He looks down a little bit as well. Left and right. Just so you can see, it's a double ball joint right there. So you have all that movement, but it's hindered a little bit by his hair. But you know, because his hair is not the usual, it's a bit softer, but it's not full, so it'll do what you want it to do, more or less. He has a ball joint here on the torso, which, you know, that's where you do his hula hoops. Arms move out all the way to a T-pose. They can spin around, which is good. You got bicep. Standard, you have the double jointed elbows, looking good. A little bit of, you know, a little bit of sculpt breakage, but it's not so bad. I can live with it. Both, all hands rotate, and I've showed you the articulation. Goes in and out like that. That goes in and out like that, and then while the grippy hand goes up and down. So the legs, look at the legs. He kicks forward quite a bit. Back, not so much. Showing you a little bit of the thigh cut right here. Double jointed knees, which look better than a lot of the double jointed knees, except maybe from the front. I mean, it looks better than a lot of the recent double jointed knees that Marvel's been doing, that Hasbro's been doing. Feet, you see that ankle rocker right there. Down like that, up a lot more, and that is his articulation. So very well articulated. You can do practically anything you wanted to do in terms of warrior Thor poses, you know. You're going to do a lot of the posing. And with the effects, he looks really nice. Let's make him wield everything. So there we have Warrior Thor. So yeah, he looks good. He looks really good. Especially with the powered up weapons, he really stands out on your shelf. Now, for comparisons, I will bring out Warrior Thor, and just for funs, since you know what he looks like already with his powered weapons, let's leave him with his regular Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. So there you go. Now let's do comparisons, shall we? Thor stands at around, if he stands up straight, he stands at around 6, almost 7 inches to the top of his head. 6 3/4 inches to the top of his head, which is good because Thor is a tall boy. Speaking of tall boy, here he is next to his companions in Endgame. We have the Mark 85 Iron Man and the worthy Captain America. So you can see how they stand. And I know a lot of people are complaining about worthy Cap being short. I get it. Yeah, he's really short. I think he would oops, sorry, Iron Man. I think it would do him well if he stood around here. Right? Like maybe half an inch taller. But next to Iron Man, next to the 85, he looks really good. He still looks good with Cap. I mean, you can still fudge it. Let's try that. Yeah, see? There you go. Looks really good. next to both of them. So if you're doing photography, you can easily fudge it, give Cap a little bit of a stand just so that he stands a little bit taller. Bringing in some other Thor figures. Here we have the Build-A-Figure Thor on the right, and the Infinity War Thor on the left. So you can see that how they stand there. And yeah, he's lost some height. This is a tall figure, but I think it's a little bit lanky. It's not really built like a superhero. I think he could use a little bit more muscle. So I'm really happy with this Thor figure. It fits in with the current Marvel Legends, more so than this Thor figure. I like him. I like this figure. I liked him too, but he never really screamed powerful to me. This guy is powerful. Let's bring in the 80th anniversary Thor figure. So you can see how they stand up. So yeah, I think this Thor is a little small compared to other Thors, but compared to, say, Iron Man and Captain America and other Endgame figures, he looks decent. So yeah, there you go. I actually wonder if you can. Hey, yeah, he can hold the hammer. That's cool. I mean, I think it's gonna warp the figure with time, but he can do that if you want him to do that. Here he is with the Build-A-Figure Thanos. So you can see how they scale. I don't have the Infinity Saga Thanos yet. Thanos Iron Man 2-pack. But let me know if you think I should get it. Especially since I already have an Iron Man, the Mark 85 and the Thanos. So that's how they all look together. If you want to do fight scenes with them. I like it. I like that display. I might actually. I'm still thinking about it, but I might get the 2-pack Infinity Saga. Speaking of Infinity Saga, here we have the Infinity Saga Iron Man figure. I like that height difference. Thor's supposed to be tall, but he's in an armor, so he's in a suit of armor. So there you go. And my standard comparison. So there's a little bit of standards. Marvel Legends Iron Man 7-inch scale and the 6-inch scale, and 7-inch scale McFarlane Toys Green Lantern figure. There you go. So what do I think of this figure? I think from the very start, from the moment they announced this figure, I knew it was gonna be a fun figure. I sort of held back in getting it first because I already have a Thor figure from the Infinity War and the Build-A-Figure, but seeing this come out and seeing other people like take a look at it, it's a fun figure. It's a good figure, and I think it's going to be my main Thor figure in my collection. Endgame is one of my favorite Marvel movies, and I think this represents Thor very well. I'm glad I do have the worthy cap, Mjolnir, and the Build-A-Figure Stormbreaker. So interchanging these with Thor, and interchanging the head with Thor is very fun to do. Lots of playability on this. So that's what I think. I give this 2 thumbs up. It's a great figure. Let me know what you guys think about it. Leave comments below. Follow me on my YouTube channel. I'll be doing a lot more reviews, Marvel Legends, DC Multiverse figures, DC Marvel in general, and among other things, just things that I like, hobby things, Just follow me here if you want to keep up with these reviews, if you like it, So yeah, see you all. Be nice to each other. As Thor would say, what does Thor say? Another figure. Next time. Another figure next time. Another review, another figure. I'll see you then. Bye.